Kaya tinawag yan sir ng intelligence pati confidential. Kaya huwag kang magtanong kung anong confidential ginawa ko. Confidential nga eh.
Confidential nga eh.
They do not make me account for something which I cannot do legally.
Okay, very good
That is
statement.
not allowed by law.
Okay, so good day everybody. I'm back for another video. At ngayon po pag-usapan natin yung discussions between former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and current Congressman Raul Manuel of Kabataan Party List. Continuation pa rin po to nung congressional hearings, yung umattend po si former President Rodrigo Duterte dun sa Congress. So this video po forms two parts. Yung first po will be the discussion regarding confidential and intelligence funds. At yung second part naman po has something to do with the drug list during former President Rodrigo Duterte's time. Okay, so panoorin po muna natin yung video.
Galing po ba yun sa pondo ng Office of the President?
Lahat ng opisina, sir, from the President down to the Governor, Mayors, may peace and order fund. Discretionary yan.
So kung sa Office of the President, lalo na't meron ding allocation for confidential and intelligence fund, doon din po ba kinukuha yung peace and order fund para doon sa reward system?
I will not answer your question. I have to make an accounting of what I take as President. That's official and personal.
Yes. So, wait lang guys. Time out muna. So, unang-una po baka magtaka kayo. Naka 1.25x para medyo mabilis yung discussions at hindi rin masyado dragging para po sa inyong mga nanonood. So, sabi po ni President Duterte dito, hindi daw niya kailangan mag-provide ng accounting or gumawa ng accounting dun sa mga questions ni Congressman Manuel in relation dun sa peace and order funds. And PRRD po is actually correct with that statement kasi ang may function po ng pag-audit ng government funds, government expenditures is no other than the Commission on Audit, yung COA. Yun po yung may function yan. Yung COA po, para sa hindi nakakalam, that is a constitutional commission, meaning that is a government office specifically created by our constitution para po talaga mag-audit ng mga ginastos ng pera ng government. Since it is a constitutional commission, independent body po yan siya. Hindi po yan siya under ng executive department, ng legislative department, or ng judiciary. So tama po yung sinabi ni PRRD dito na he does not have to make an audit or an accounting because trabaho po yun ng Commission on Audit at hindi po ng Office of the President. Okay, so now let's move forward.
Dahil po, nalaman natin, meron talagang reward system at merong pinanggagalingan yung pondo para doon sa reward system.
Kaya tinawag yan sir ng intelligence pati confidential. Kaya huwag kang magtanong kung anong confidential ginawa ko. Confidential nga eh.
Confidential nga eh.
Protecting the interest of the Republic when I dispense confidential funds to the military and the police. Do not make me account for something which I cannot do legally.
Okay, very good
That is
statement.
not allowed by law. I am prohibited from doing it.
Yes.
There's nothing in the joint circular on confidential and intelligence funds that says that we cannot ask general questions, Mr. Chair.
Joint circular,
Kaya
okay.
kung ayaw po tayong sagutin dun sa ganong mga bagay, then I think that's actually an indirect admission na dun talaga nanggagaling at ayaw lang pong i-specify ng ating resource person yung nitty-gritty.
Okay, pause
Pero,
guys, pause. So, sabi ni President, ni PRRD, di ba, hindi daw siya legally allowed na i-divulge kung paano niya ginamit yung confidential and intelligence funds niya. Tapos yung argument naman ni Congressman Manuel dito is that meron daw joint circular which allows them to ask general questions. So, kung ako po tatanungin, mas papaboran ko po dito yung statement ni PRRD. Because we have to remember po, one of the rules or the principles in our Constitution is what we call the Doctrine of Constitutional Supremacy, which means po that the Constitution is supreme from all other laws. So, lahat po ng batas, joint circulars, provincial ordinances, city ordinances must conform to the Constitution. Okay? So, bakit ko po nasabi yun? Kasi yung argument ni Congressman Manuel dito, may joint circular daw na allowing. However, yung legal basis po dito ni PRRD, although hindi po sinabi to ni PRRD naman yung legal basis niya, pero kung ako po tatanungin, yung legal basis po ng statement ni PRRD dito is most likely the right to executive privilege of the office of the president. So, ang executive privilege po is yung karapatan ng presidente under his office na hindi i-divulge sa public or to other branches of government certain matters or certain discussions na ginawa niya during his term when it involves matters of national security or national interest. So dito yung pinapag-usapan na po nila is the confidential funds in relation to peace and order. So ano po yung nagtatouch on doon? That already touches on national security and national interest. Therefore, pwede po i-invoke ni PRRD dito yung executive privilege niya. Although hindi na siya president ngayon, di ba? He's a former president. However, we have to remember po na yung mga actions yung mga questions ni Congressman Manuel are questioning the actions of PRRD during his presidency. So since actions na yun during his term, kasama pa rin po at covered yun siya ng executive privilege. Okay? At i-emphasize ko lang ulit since si Congressman Manuel dito, his legal basis was a joint circular, it is just a circular, dun po papasok ngayon yung constitutional supremacy. Mas lamang po yung Constitution. So under the Constitution, we have the executive privilege. Therefore, yung joint circular cannot be a reason para i-violate yung right to executive privilege under the Constitution. Okay? So kung meron pong question dito si Congressman Manuel talaga na gusto niya malaman yung information na yan, well, he has to, yung proper remedy po niya from how I see it is, number one, try to get a proper accounting from COA kung makaprovide. At kung ayaw mag-provide ng COA, pumunta po siya sa korte. Okay? Because under the Constitution din po, the Supreme Court also has an absolute power of judicial review in any government office as long as there is grave abuse of discretion. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan, kung meron pong grabing pang-aabuso ng power ng isang government official, ng government office, pwede po yan questionin under the power of judicial review ng Supreme Court. So kung sa tingin ni Congressman Manuel dito, mali yung ginagawa ni PRRD sa hindi pagsagot sa kanya, hindi po dapat yung joint circular ang invoke niya dito. Rather, you should go to the Supreme Court and invoke the power of judicial review of the Supreme Court as provided in the Constitution. Okay, moving forward, let's go.
Pero yun na po yung nagtutugma yung Peace and Order Fund na pwede talagang kunin doon sa Confidential and Intelligence Fund na actually ay lumobo ng sobrang taas sa ilalim po ng term ng past administration.
Short manifestation dun sa final remarks ni Congressman Manuel. Basically, he is stating a conclusion. So kung meron na siyang conclusion, wag na sana niya tanungin si PRRD, di ba? He should just make a manifestation to the chair at bahala na siya kung paano niya gamitin yung conclusion na yun to enact laws or to amend laws kasi yun nga, this is a congressional inquiry in aid of legislation. Okay, now let's go. Part 2 na po tayo. Drug list naman.
Mr. Chair, lalo na't ang drug war ay ang number one reference nito ang pronouncements ng dating Pangulo. Kaya po, we have every right to ask our resource person tungkol dun sa pagbubuo ng mga drug list.
Alam niyo na
Mr.
siguro yung
Chair,
sagot, guys.
ano po ang vetting process bago ma-finalize yung mga drug list?
So, before natin i-continue, sagutin ko muna yan. Kasi sabi ni Congressman Manuel, we have every right to know. So, again, we do not have every right to know. Yun po yung reality because, again, this is still, it can still be covered by the right to executive privilege of the office of the president. So, kung makikita po natin, this is one of our constitutional limitations on our rights and privileges. At yung purpose po niyan, yung executive privilege talaga is covered po yan ng tinatawag na Doctrine of Separation of Powers under the Constitution din po yan, wherein Congress or the judiciary cannot impose what they want on the executive branch or demand from the executive branch, and vice versa din po. Yung OP, yung Office of the President or yung executive branch cannot also impose what it wants or can demand from the legislative or from the judiciary. So, yun po yun. In short, i-emphasize ko lang again, this is a limitation po on our right under the Constitution, yung executive privilege. Okay?
Ano pong pinagdadaanan? Halimbawa, may nagsabi, ito, involved to sa kalakaran ng droga. Paano po natitiyak na yung final na version ng listahan, yun talaga ay yung mga merong sapat na batayan para masama dun sa listahan?
Wala akong vetting committee as president or mayor. Trabaho ng pulis yan.
Okay.
Hayaan mo sila sa trabaho nila. Tama man o mali. Kanila yan.
So yun, tama naman yun umali. Trabaho naman po talaga ng police yan mag-determine at mag-case build up ng mga criminals, not only of drug criminals but all criminals. That is the job of the police to monitor them and to enforce and execute the laws against them. And wala rin naman pong batas na nagsasabi na kailangan merong vetting process or vetting committee ang sitting president when it comes to these drug lists. Therefore, kung ayaw po gumawa ni President Duterte ng vetting process, that is his discretionary function. So since sabi dito ni PRRD, trabaho ng police, edi yun po yung nangyari doon. Pinaubayan niya sa police ang paggawa ng drug list. So yun, hopefully klaro po yun guys. If you want more legal videos like this po kung saan nagpapaliwanag tayo ng mga current events with my legal commentaries, follow lang po kayo dito sa TikTok, subscribe po kayo sa YouTube ko, and follow din po kayo sa akin sa Facebook. So far po pala sa YouTube, naka 10k subscribers na rin tayo, at sa Facebook, nasa 7,000 followers na rin tayo. Pero dito lamang pa rin po sa TikTok, nasa 80,000 plus na eh. So hopefully po yung mga kaibigan ko dyan sa TikTok, makapunta rin kayo sa YouTube at Facebook para makahabol-habol din yung iba nating accounts. Okay, so see you all next time po. Bye-bye!